Hey everyone, so I'm going to try and make this a quick and easy video on quadratics, and I probably could go into more detail, but if you want to drop questions in the comments, like if we're dealing with negative numbers, or what if there's a 3x squared or 2x squared, I'm happy to do those in other videos, but just starting with a simple quadratic question to get the basic concepts, I guess, underfoot or whatever you call it. So let's get into the question. So, first thing we need to do is we need to think to ourselves, what numbers times together make this number on the end? Okay, so 1 times 6, yeah, or 2 times 3, okay? And you can just kind of think to yourself, like, okay, what combinations? And you can say 3 times 2, but it's the same combination. So these are our combinations. They times to make that number. And they have to add to get 5x. Now, because this is a positive number here, the numbers times in together, you have to consider whether they're positive or negative. So when you times two positive numbers, you get positive, and when you times two negatives. So we're going to be working with two positives or two negatives. We also know that because this is positive, when they're added together, we're going to be working with two positive numbers. Now that might sound confusing if you're not used to quadratics, but I can explain more in the comments if you want. But yeah, they basically times to make this number and add to make this number, and you need to take the positive and negative into account. So we know we have to have two positives, so we're going to have to add them together. So the 1 and the 6, that's going to equal 7, but the 2 and the 3, that's going to equal 5, so that's good. Okay, so we have the 2, well, I guess a 3, and a 2 here. Now, what we need to do is think whether they're positive or negative. We said how they're already positives. So it's a plus and a plus. And that is going to be equal to 0. Okay, so how is that equal to 0? Okay, so that's going to be equal to 0 when this is 0 or when this is 0. Okay, so what would x have to be to make this 0? Well, it'd be minus 2, wouldn't it? Because 2 minus 2. So x is equal to, x is equal to minus 2. That is a 2, I promise. Or x is equal to minus 3. Now, I appreciate that was like a crash course. But again, it takes practice. We'll do more examples. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions.